Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a reveal on you from your spirit guides, candle reading. We've got 3 beautiful candles in front of you. You're gonna go with the one that you feel the most gravitated towards, and yes, if you are guided to choose more than one, you can totally do so. I will give you 10 seconds to choose, but please also feel free to pause the video. Okay, so if you were guided towards candle number 1, the red or pink one, it's more pink, but it's also more red. Anyways, this will be your reading. Before we get into it, a few things to note. This is going to be a reading for thousands of people, so make sure you are listening to the end so that you don't miss out on a message for you. I will be channeling everything and anything that I can get from your spirit guides. So it's not going to just be about you. It may even be advice, or it could be predictions. I have just also recently uploaded a video, a reading on my Patreon platform in regards to your galactic family, urgent messages from them. You can see it down below within the pinned comment. You can purchase it by itself, or you can subscribe to my channel fully and have access to over 300 extra readings, as well as if you'd like a book of private reading, that link will also be there. So let's get started. Let us get started. We're going to channel everybody who's watching in group 1. And we are going to bring forth the messages they need to hear, not the messages they want to hear. And we're going to bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to them. What do you want to reveal about those that have chosen this group, Spirit? Okay. First thing I'm seeing, lots of karma. Lots of karma with the sister. But for others of you, lots of karma with women in general. I don't care if you're a man watching. I don't care if you're a woman watching. Lots of karma with other women. But for some of you, this is your sister. So if you've had a very tough relationship with your sister, it's that agitation from past lives. It's like the agitation sometimes is like unconscious. Lots of karma with the sister. They are telling me that some of you have been going through a really hard time recently, but you're keeping it to yourself. Okay? You've been really going through it. I don't think anybody knows about it. They are telling me that help is on the way, but help is also here. So help is here, but it's also on the way. You're not alone. So even though you feel like you are alone because you're not telling anybody in your physical reality, they're aware of it and they're trying to guide. They're trying to guide, they're trying to help, and they are sending more. You need more energies, whether that's angels, I have no idea. They're not telling me who. They are, it's the call has already been sent out. Some of you, there's a knee injury or an injury on the leg. I told you, it can be anything random. They're also describing you with a very, very intelligent mind and very intelligent mind. Like you, sometimes your thoughts, your ideas, like they even surprise yourself. They are showing me many lifetimes before where you have actually maybe had a couple lives where you've invented something or you were very philosophical. You have lived lives where you have done a lot, like you were known for something, but you were also the one that thought outside the box. Like they're showing me that meme, where like everybody's going this way and that's that one person going that way. This was you in many lifetimes before, but even in this lifetime, even academically, you could have like really caught on very easy to things. Really didn't need help really much with learning. You have this ability to grasp, but also a free thinker, very free thinker, critical thinker. This may have actually, they told me, they're telling me has gotten you in trouble a lot of times with other people because you just refuse to go down the same route or the route that everyone else is going. But you could have also, advocated for yourself many times. When everybody wanted you to go this way, you were like, no, I'm going that way. There's a dog coming through. They say that the dog sees them. Okay, this dog sees them, but this dog was also strategically sent in for protection. It's like a brother, but I'm also seeing a sidekick. But you feel like almost like a sibling, like this is a big brother or something like that. But this dog was sent in for protection. But they're telling me they communicate with the dog. So if you have these moments where you don't know what your dog is doing or what they're getting into a tangent about or they're looking somewhere, it's because they see them. They see them. That's what they're saying. Okay. Some of you, there's a lot of issues around the father, and I don't care if he's even a stepfather. They're telling me he didn't have the tools to be what you needed him to be, so there needs to be a forgiveness. And I'm not saying to him directly, but I'm talking energetically for you. You need to move. Okay, this is a very precise message. I know some of you may take this in a wrong way, but I'm going to say it, okay? You need to move on. You need to move on. This is not good for you. There needs to be an energetic forgiveness on your end because they really are telling me he did not have the tools. Now, I understand that there are people who rise up and they move past and they do what they gotta do. Not in this case, okay? This person is very much a product of their environment, but they did not have the tools to be what you needed them to be. So this is not something you should carry around anymore, okay? They want you to be free of this. So please consider forgiveness, energetic forgiveness. Okay, they are making reference to the fact that a lot of you are waiting for a partner. Like you've been really asking, praying, like, where is your person? You think you're ready. You're like, I'm ready to go. I want them to show up. They're telling me that this partner will show up and they will definitely be worth the wait, but they will not be too late. So I don't know if there's also this feeling of, timing or like what's happening here. Like, when are you going to bring them? When I'm 70? He will be right on time. And it's a he. I'm not going to waver on that. They are telling me it's a male. He will be right on time and it will not be too late. It will not be too late. Okay, I just saw the sign Gemini. They are saying that some of you have just lost your job, or there are those of you who it's like there's rumors of a job loss, or there's like this feeling of being cut. I don't know if it's a layoff. There's layoffs in the air, like the energy of layoffs. They're not worried. They're not concerned about you. It actually is supposed to be like this. You'll be just fine. You are gonna move on to the next phase of your life and where you need to be next. You may not be able to consciously see that right now because maybe you really love where you are, but they've got something better in store for you. But if this is resonating with you, that you've just lost your job and you have no idea what the hell you're gonna do, or there is like layoffs coming, change your perception because what's coming is so much better. You will be fine. You will not be starving. You will not be on the streets. You will land where you're supposed to land next, and it will be better than where you were. Some of you, I don't know if it's that you were the golden child or if there was a ton of expectations put on you. They want you to know these were never your burdens to carry. Okay. So I can't tell if you were super talented or your parents were running with this, like just because it was like they were living vicariously through you, or there were a ton of expectations. Nothing is your fault. This is not your fault if you were not able to carry them through. Even if you were able to carry them through, this should have never been your burden to carry. That's a message that's coming through very loud and clear. If any of you have been wanting to dye your hair, they're telling me this is actually more than what you just think it is. This is actually an expression. Spiritually, this is an expression. Go for it. You're getting the big green light. Okay, that's interesting. They're actually saying, and I don't care what hair color you're trying to dye it, or I don't care if you're trying to do an ombre or just jazz it up. This actually will open doors. And you may not be able to place it right away, but then maybe you'll start to say to yourself, wow, everything started changing for me when I dyed my hair. Like you'll make the correlation, but it's kind of serving as two purposes. But this is not a coincidence. This is not just random, they're saying. Go for it. This will be changing your life somehow, but this will also be an act of expression. And they're saying there's so many layers to this, more than I'm able to see as the reader, okay? I just got a connection to something Greek or Greece. There's a connection. Okay. Some of you are watching this right now and you're literally homeless. I don't care if you're on someone's couch, you just don't have a home, or you're on the brink of homelessness. They're telling me, this is very precise. Miracle at the 11th hour. There will be a miracle at the 11th hour. Don't give up hope, okay? Please do not give up hope. A lot of you are like literally there. You know, it hasn't been going too well for you, and you think someone has forgotten about you, or God or whoever you pray to has forgotten about you. No, but they are telling me, and don't come for me in the comment section, that there is something to be learned here through this process. And I refuse to debate with anybody, okay, about that. There is always something to learn, regardless of what you think the situation is, how negative you think it is, there's always something to learn. They're telling me that you're going to be learning something through this process that will give you the tools that going forward in which you will never land in the same position again. Money blocks. A lot of you are having money blocks, and they are saying as you continue to heal, so will your material wealth. Your material wealth is connected to something spiritually for you. You may have been one of the people, okay, one of the souls who have come into this reincarnation to learn or master something with wealth. I don't care if you're trying to manifest. There are this I for sure know is something that is legit. Some people don't come in with that. Other people do, just like some people will come in with relationship issues, or they'll be fine with relationship issues, or they'll have something else. It's just whatever you choose to kind of work through. But material wealth is yours. It's just the blockage has something to do with healing. Through your healing, you will see an increase in that material wealth. So just hang on, and keep doing the work. Okay, someone here is struggling with their sexuality. I don't know why okay. I don't know if I've got I think I've got like two messages here. Either I'm speaking to a person who's trans or in the process of transitioning or is already there, or we've got somebody here who's struggling with their sexuality. And I don't know what that means really to struggle with this. I don't know if it's that you haven't come out or people don't know, or you're trying to figure it out on your own, but that's just kind of what I heard here, okay? You will figure that out. Patience, please. Spirit guides are saying patience. Okay, I'm being thwarted into a different direction now. There's a man who likes you, but oh my goodness, he is super shy. I don't know if he's super shy in general or if you're just making him super shy, but listen, if you're waiting for him, he's not that guy, they're telling me. And I'm not saying to approach him or make the first move, but if you're wondering if he will, like, I don't know why this is coming through. I don't know if you're wondering if he's going to make a move, but this is just not who he is. He will never be that guy to initiate. He's that type. He's going through many things. He's actually learning something through this, and it's courage. It's courage, okay? But I don't know really right now at this point in time when you're receiving this reading if he's going to master it. There's like a big question mark around that, you know? He may miss the boat on this one, and he'll constantly keep going through this loop to figure it out, whether it be with another person or if it's through some other situation, but he's learning courage. But he really likes you. He's infatuated. He's like in love. He sees stars. He's fidgety. But I just feel like he just doesn't know how to. Okay, I don't know. This is a mixture of rejection also too, feeling like I can't take that kind of rejection. Like he is learning courage. He's learning bravery. Now, listen, live your life, because they are telling me if you're going to wait for him, you're going to be waiting forever. Now, listen, timelines change. You know, time is always changing. This may not be the case. He may, you know, if I was doing this reading again in a week from now, he may decide to step up. But as of right now, this is a struggle, okay? Ooh, I don't know if you are, I don't know what it is with the accessories. I got like glasses. I like the glasses. I like the different looks. Do you have like different looks that you put on? Like, and some of you, they're showing me you incorporate sometimes like these looks into your outfits. Like it could be like very kind of like teacher themed or schoolgirl themed. Like, I don't know what I'm seeing, but it's funky and I like it. I really like it. I just saw the symbol Aquarius, okay? Aquarius. Oh, wow. Now I'm hearing piano. I'm hearing the piano. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is one of my favorite instruments to hear. I have no interest in playing it, but I love to listen to it. Do we have a piano player here? Or someone who dabbles every once in a while, goes downstairs or has a piano and just will, you know, your spirit guides love listening to you play. Yeah, this is coming through because they want you to know that when you're playing, they're there, but they love it. They love the sound of it. This is a way that they connect with you as well, too. They also are telling me that pay attention to when you're playing the piano, because this is the time that I understand you're playing the piano and you're, you know, reading the notes, but you are somewhat, they're saying, on autopilot during this. So this is when we're going to come through. So make sure you're paying attention because we're dropping downloads during these times. But man, you play beautifully. I don't care if it's a 1-2 note. I love it. It's just, I don't even want to move to the next thing because I just want to hear it. It's just lovely. If you're trying to master a song too, you'll get it. Just keep trying. Don't give up. Some of you, they're showing me you're trying to master one song or like one song. And it's just like you keep stumbling on something. Just keep going. Now, they are showing me past lives connected to either Lemuria or Atlantis, but there's a strong connection to either the mermaids or water. This could be your, indication through this reading that if you've been wondering why you've got such a strong connection to the water or the ocean or mermaids, it's because you were once one and you once lived in the ocean. But you definitely could come from even Atlantis and Lemuria. Those were water planets. Okay, they're telling me that one of you that is watching your family member is kind of famous. I'm not going to go crazy on this one. I'm not saying they're a LeBron James, but they're somewhat famous. They're known. I just saw the initial M. Some of you, your spirit guides said that they've shown themselves to you in male form. This looks like to me it was either in dream state, or some of you have a very, very heightened awareness. Even when you're awake, while you're awake, you've seen them. You've met them. They've showed up. They've shown up before. You've seen them, but they were in male form. You know exactly who they are, they're saying for some of you. Okay, well, that's where the window is closing. Let me know in the comment section if any of that made sense to you. I wish you all the best. You take care. Okay, so if you're guided towards group 2, the white candle, before we begin your reading, a couple of things to note. This is going to be a reading for thousands of people, so please make sure you are staying for the entirety of the reading so that you don't miss out on a message for you. I will be channeling everything, whether that be something specific about you, to advice, to a prediction. Okay, I'm leaving it open. I've also just uploaded a reading on my Patreon platform. This is going to be urgent messages from your galactic family. You can find it within the pinned comment. You can buy it, purchase it as is, or you can join my platform entirely and have access to over 300 exclusive readings. I also offer private readings, so if you'd like to find the link, that will also be within the pinned comment or the description box. So let's get started. I'm excited, and I'm gonna tell you, with this group, I'm gonna be super excited. They told me to get excited. This group is going to be fun to read on. You're a fun person, they're telling me. There is really no one like you. You may even feel at times like you just really don't fit in here, but you don't fit in with people mainly because you're just that unique. Okay, hold on, Spirit. They're very excited to talk to this group. Hold on. Let's bring forth the messages that group 2 needs to hear, not the messages they want to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to you. Okay. They're showing me in the car with you. Some of you, you're driving. Oh my goodness. And it's not even about being fast. You just may have this way, like they're showing me, okay, your spirit guide shows me sitting in the car and with their hand on the handle. You know that handle at the top that you can hold on to? Oh my God, this is hilarious. What is it with your driving? They like sometimes literally have to hold on to the handle. Your driving is just, it's either too fast, it may be too slow. It could just be, you know, all over the place. I don't know if you hit curbs a lot. They're bringing forth your driving, your ability to drive, okay? But they just sit in the car a lot with you because they are telling me that this is the best time to reach you. Listen, we all know, well, most of us know that when you are driving, you are on autopilot to some degree. So they do tend to give you a lot of downloads, and you may resonate with that. Like, yeah, I do tend to like have a lot of thoughts that come into my head while I'm driving, or unique ideas. But it's a bumpy ride sometimes, so they have to hold on. They're letting me know that. There is a reference being made to some of you, like the cussing. Oh my goodness. Do you cuss a lot? Do you have a potty mouth? I mean, listen, I'm not necessarily getting anything specific around, you know, me telling you to work on that. It just could be validating that this is your pile. But your potty mouth, it really stings sometimes, just like how I just got burnt, which that never actually happens to me. I just literally got stung. Your words are powerful, guys. You may have really, listen, I think this is great when you're defending yourself, but even if it's not that it's swear words, wow, your voice can sting sometimes. But they also are telling me too that some of you have a very beautiful voice. Very beautiful, very uniquely tuned. The frequency, you know, it doesn't sound like anyone else. I mean, I know nobody else's sounds like anybody else's, but Some of you, you could have received a lot of like opinions about your voice, like maybe it was aggressive or maybe it just sounded too loud. And do you resonate with always being told to shush? But for others of you, it could just be, you know, that you have a singing voice, but there's something about the voice. It's coming through strong here. I'm not going to deny that. Your spirit guides, like, they identify you as somebody who lives on the edge or lives life to the fullest, but at times it can be a bit reckless. They want you to know they've stepped in, they've intervened more than they've had to for the other people that they work for, okay? There's a lot of intervention. They're saying that there's been a lot of intervention in your life. I don't know if you kind of resonate with somebody who just, you know, doesn't really think twice at times or has no fear. I mean, listen, that can be good sometimes because you tend to live life more to the fullest than another person would, okay? I've heard crazy things before that what looks crazy to me, but when you hear these people's story, I mean, you know, it ended up being a beautiful thing, you know, to take that kind of risk, but they want you to know you've made them work. You've really made them work to kind of keep you here on this planet, okay? Now, whether you resonate with the fact that you've had a lot of accidents, that could be also the case, but there are people here who are really into the YOLO. I only live once, I'm gonna do it, but you may have taken a lot of risk, you know, and maybe you even at this point look back and say, yeah, like that was crazy, I should have never done that, but they're just bringing it forth so that you can, you know, again, identify with this being your pile. Now, they are showing me a lot of dolls or teddy bears or some collection. I don't know what this is. It does feel like it's geared towards dolls or like a teddy bear collection or a stuffed animal, maybe even Barbies. I don't know if you were a big Barbie person or you love Barbie, but this is coming through strong. Colorful hair too. Some of you with the colorful hair. This is you express yourself a lot with your hair. So even if it's not colorful, your hair can sometimes tend to reflect your moods. They're even showing me somebody who may have in the past, when they got mad, took like a chopping to their hair. That's interesting. Wow. If that resonates with you, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to want everybody to comment in the comment section if this made sense to you, like any of these predictions. But they are talking about the hair. It's like, even if you're in a bad mood, your hair will reflect it. Or if you're in a more positive mood, it could even be like leaving it greasy, but then when you're in a positive mood, you tend to wash it. You know, it's just, there's a lot of expression with your hair. Ooh, they're telling me you can see through people very clearly. You've always had the gift of perception, but you've also always had the gift of discernment, even as a child. They're saying no one can fake themselves with you. No one can fake themselves with you. No one can get one over on you. You see right through it. You may not even say anything to the people like, oh, I could see you, but you know. This is a gift, guys. This is a real gift you've got. And this may have even saved your lives sometimes, they say, because you were able to see through the facade. But yeah, they're saying perception and discernment, you've got this. They're telling me that sometimes people may see you as, you know, angry or distant. But really, this is all about you and your shield. You know, you have a really good way of protecting yourself. You're also not fake yourself. You're really one of the real ones, okay? But you're not going to always be liked for that. Do you resonate with having a hard time being liked in your life? Like people gravitating towards you and it was like you were always watching others and you could see through those people. They were totally fake, but you know, everybody liked them because they were just, you know, they did what people wanted. You just were not that person. Stick to this, always stick and be true to yourself, Spirit says, because you're not meant here to come in and, fit in or fit into a mold or, make anyone like you. This is not about, your life is not about making people like you. Okay. So just never waver from that. But this is also a shield. You've got they're talking about your invisible shield, around you. It's like your sense of protection. It's real strong, real strong. Okay. They're moving into something else now. Your cutoff game is really strong. Okay. But you also sometimes feel like there's this invisible energy that removes people from your life. It's like nobody stays for long. Yes, this is us. Spirit is saying this is us. Yes, we will remove anybody who does not belong there, okay? Sometimes you may think it's you, or sometimes you may think you're cut off game, but we're doing this in simpatico. We're really doing this together, okay? Your spirit guides are not going to allow for anyone to be there that does not need to be there. And this may have not always been the case, but wherever you're at right now, energetically, you won't be wasting any more time. You may have learned what you've needed to learn. You've moved past that. And this is not going to be something that you'll be experiencing. So you know how sometimes people need to experience bad people or karmics. I don't want to call them bad people, but lessons through relationships. You're past this, okay? But if others resonate who are watching, who have always had this in their life, you may not need to learn whatever you came to learn through relationships. So if you kind of relate to maybe some of you haven't had any relationships, or it's, you don't resonate with having many boyfriends or girlfriends, this could be the case. But for others of you, your cutoff game is strong, but this is not just you. This is us also sending the codes, because they're telling me that for some of you as well too, you get a pretty good insight into who someone is really early on, but they show you who they are through a nudge, a feeling, or maybe even a dream state. Wow. Okay, you have a beautiful smile. It can light up the world. Like it can just light up. You are a walking trigger for healing. Okay. So I don't care if you think you're going to like the grocery store, you're healing people just by walking past them. Do you resonate with like a lot of people coming up and talking to you in the most random places? Like it's just weird. Like people just start conversations. They're guided to. They need to have an exchange with you, and you're somehow forcing them to evolve because your energy is so strong and you've done a lot of work. You're doing this now. It's just the way it works. It kind of creates an effect, a ripple effect, and you're doing this with others. But your smile, sometimes when you're just locking eyes or you're smiling, you're also doing this with others. But they're telling me your energy is freaking strong. People either gravitate towards you or they run. Because it's like your energy kicks people out, or it kind of makes them become a better person, or they're able, like there's no in between with you. Oh my. Okay, I'm being thwarted in a different direction right now because there's so much coming out with this group. I'm going to tell you one thing about this group. I probably, even though I've dedicated 20 minutes to each pile, I could probably go on about you. They've got a lot to say about you. You're very interesting to them. There's a round of applause, okay? I don't know if somebody here who has been struggling with or has struggled in the past with like an eating disorder. I don't know if you've moved through this, but there's a huge clap. This was a big one for you guys. Now, if you are struggling with this right now at this point, I'm not saying don't seek attention or medical attention, but you will also come out of this as well too. You will master this, okay? If you're feeling kind of down about it, or you're feeling like you're having a setback, just don't worry. It's all a part of it. But please always seek attention from a professional, but you will move through. That's what they're saying. You will move through this. You will figure it out. But some of you have already figured this out. And there's a big round of applause. Did some of you just have surgery recently? Or did you have surgery in the past? Did you leave your body? Something interesting happened. I don't know. They're showing me you waking up on the table and you're a different person. You may not even know about this. This may be unbeknownst to you. Like maybe you don't remember it, but do you feel like you were a different person when you woke up? Oh goodness. Okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know if this is connected to what I just said or if this is something separate. Some of you are walk-ins. Some of you are walk-ins. I don't know if you don't remember much about your childhood or if you are like a completely different person from your child. Something happened. I'm trying to get an age here. It feels like it happened between the teenager years and the early 20s, but something happened here. And because it's a general reading, I can't get a grasp on what it is, but it's like I was told you're a walk-in. Okay, wow. Okay, they like watching you. I don't know if you're like the queen of reels or the king of reels or TikTok or whatever this is. Like I'm seeing you very social media orientated. They love watching you do this. I don't know what this is. I would say this would be for somebody who's more like, I'm not talking about if you post once a month. This is somebody who is really into like creating reels, TikTok reels, Instagram reels. Maybe you're dancing in front of the camera. Maybe you're talking. I don't know what this is, but we enjoy watching you do this. I don't know. I don't know why that's coming through. Okay. I don't know if, what is this? I'm seeing the dentist. I don't know if you just recently went or you're there right now as you're watching or you've got an appointment today. That is so weird. But they're showing me there's a very unique thing about you with the teeth. I don't know if this is like a chipped tooth or we got one tooth going in a different direction or there's a gap. Maybe this has been something, in the past you've struggled with liking about yourself, but it makes you unique and it's actually very attractive, they're saying. Many people find this attractive about you. They may not tell you, but they find it attractive. This could also resonate with you if you've healed through this, like you've accepted it. But there's something about the teeth. Oh my goodness. Okay. You okay. We're talking to your spirit guides. That's what I was hoping to do. But there's actually a deity coming through or a god, a Greek god, Prometheus. You've got the fire god working with you. He works with you. I don't even know if he's a he or a she, but he works with you. I'm just going to say he. Prometheus. There's actually a bunch of Greek gods or deities that work with you. Huh. They are saying, you can be quite eccentric. You can have some eccentric ways about you. I don't know if it's a big personality. I don't know if it's your nails. I don't know if it's the hairstyle or it's just you're spicy. They love this about you, but they said that, this actually indirectly protects you a lot of the times from being messed with. Do you know that? This really protects you a lot from being messed with. And I just don't know what it's going to be for everybody. It could be your voice, like take me for an example. Like I can just walk in the room anywhere I go. And I don't know if it's the way I carry myself, but nobody's going to think to mess with me. Okay. So I just don't know what it will be for you. I don't know if it's your energy is strong. I don't know if it's the way, you have these like this eccentric look about you. Like you just don't come across with like someone I can mess with, but this is protection. This is serving as protection that they want you to know this. I got a big family. Some of you have really big families, like 40 cousins, maybe like 10 sisters and brothers, or like you're one of 7, one of 5 kids. Like this is a huge family. And I just did hear for some of you, there could be an emphasis around, Italian, Spanish, European, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. Unfortunately, the window is closing. I would have really liked to read on group 2 for much more, because I find you interesting. I find your energy interesting. This is a personality that I can definitely roll with, okay? So keep doing you. Very important messages from the spirit guides. Just keep doing you. Don't listen to anybody else's opinions about you. I want this group they want this group to really stick to what they want out of life, or what they want for themselves. Be bold, be brazen, be that person, okay? You were not meant to be anything else. And if people can't handle it, oh well, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya, okay? All right, group 2, let me know how that resonated for you. I wish you all the best. Take care. Okay, so if you're gravitated towards group 3, the blue candle, before we begin your reading, a couple things to note. This is going to be a reading for thousands, so please make sure that you are listening to the end, until the end, so that you don't miss out on a message for you. I'm going to be channeling anything and everything, whether that be specific messages about you, predictions, or advice. I'm really going to leave myself open. I have also just did a reading on urgent messages from your galactic family. That reading will be posted on my Patreon platform. You can buy it by itself, okay? Or you can join the subscription fully and have access to over 300 readings. That link will be within the pinned comment, as well as if you'd like to book a private reading. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So we are going to bring forth the messages that this group needs to hear, not the messages they want to hear. And we're going to bring it forth in a very clear and direct way, so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to you. There is a somberness to this pile, a somberness, okay? One thing I can say is life has not been easy for this group. I know life is not easy for anyone, but with this group, I think we're going to be going very deep, okay? First thing they're telling me, you were one of us. You were one of us. You used to be one of us. They also are saying that there could be a connection to the angels as well too. You may come from that lineage, but you wanted to have a human experience. And oh goodness, they're showing me before coming down, you putting so much on your list. And they said they tried to talk you out of it, but because you had never had a human experience, you wanted to do the most. And look at the way that flame is going. It's going sideways. I've never actually seen that before. Okay. I'm not sure why this candle is doing that. Okay. They tried to talk you out of it, but you were bold. You were bold about it. They say you have stories that if people only heard, their mouths would drop, like the jaw would be open. Like you've got some really crazy stories. They tell me that, you know, you could have died many times before. Okay, your spirit guides, they're not just assigned to you, you've been with them before. A lot of, okay, whoa. Maybe one of you even has a connection, like a twin flame connection to one of them. Maybe for you, your twin flame is in the spirit realm and you've seen them a lot, but you haven't met them in the physical. There is a love connection for some of you between you and a guide. This guide is assigned to you and never leaves your side. Okay, I'm going to accentuate on that a bit. One of your guides has such a connection to you that, okay, do some of you resonate with the fact that anybody who wrongs you usually faces a really bad type of karma, or karma doesn't miss them? It's like anyone who has tried to wrong you or tried to hurt you, it's like it's like a given. It's a given. They don't usually win. Anybody who tries to mess with you will not win. That's the message I'm hearing. But this is also, I feel like, something that a lot of you would resonate with. Like, they're telling me that in your life it hasn't been easy because there's been this overall energy of just people wanting to take you down or see you fail. But you're like the phoenix, honey. It's never going to happen. And it's because of this protection, okay, that you have. You need to know, group 3, you are protected and no one's going to win or take you out, okay? No one can have that kind of power over you. You're protected, okay? They are also telling me that you've got many jobs in dream state. Like you're here, but you're also there. You're very much a soul that is in 2 different places, and you continue to do your work on the other side in dream state. So if you have any kind of weird dreams where you kind of feel like you're to some degree working, or you've never had like a good sleep state because you always feel like you're doing something or you're going somewhere or you're busy doing something or you're helping someone, that's not a coincidence, okay? They're telling me you very much exist in 2 different places. Your soul is very split that way. But you've got a lot of mission type energy. Like you're busy. You're busy. You know, again, it goes back to that beginning prediction or what I said about you being very bold and wanting to do the most. Like you're a high achiever. And that could even kind of reflect in, you know, you understanding what that means, because you're trying to always do the most. You're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, you're trying to accomplish this, or you put a lot on yourself, you know, as far as accomplishing. Okay, very psychic, obviously, but they are telling me that some of you are readers, okay? It's just the tool that you've chosen to use to help others, but there are tarot readers here. Let me know in the comment section. There are tarot readers here. And you are helping many people, they're saying. Those people may not come and tell you, you know, like the feedback is not always received or given, but you have helped many people. And that may not just be through readings, guys. It could be just by showing up in people's lives, maybe giving them a 1-2 words, or walking through, you know, a mall and affecting them with your energy. You have helped many people. You are a light worker. You are a volunteer. And I want you to know that your life is so much bigger than just like what is presented. Like I go to work, I eat, I sleep. You being here is so much bigger than just like the earthly things, okay? You need to know that, the guides are saying. You need to know this. Like, you're here for a purpose and a reason, and you're actually changing timelines and you're changing people's lives just by being here. They are giving me the word heightened empath, but they are telling me that you have been used and abused like many times. It's like, but you're a fighter, you know, you're a fighter. But people have treated you like, oh my goodness, like you were less than, like who you are. That's okay though. That's okay. And they are saying, don't ever worry about that. We've got that taken care of. It's not, don't put it upon yourself to teach anyone a lesson. You don't need to. We got that covered, okay? Because when you hurt one of ours, you're hurting us. You're hurting one of, like, you're their family. I'm telling you, you've worked with them before. Your guides, you've been with them in other lives. Okay, they're telling me something for this. This is very specific. There's something very unique about your car. I don't know if it's like you're known for your car, or people are like, why do you drive that car? Or if it's a unique color. You're very connected to your vehicle, but what it really represents at the end of the day is freedom. They are showing me, for some of you, you've been, since you were a kid, just dying to get the hell out of Dodge. And I don't know if it's like your town, away from your family, but it's like the vehicle represents freedom. So I don't know if you couldn't wait to get your first car. I don't know if the car is significant to some of you. There's something unique about your car, or you're always driving around in your car, or you like to go for drives. I don't know what this is. Some of you you're adopted, but also very tough childhoods. They're telling me some of you have been involved with like CPS, I don't know, or you have not been loved, you've been in child services, or just there was no love for some of you. I don't even care if you don't resonate with being adopted. It's just really detached childhoods, really detached. They held your hand through that. They really were with you the most in childhood. I'm seeing the letter J, and I'm seeing A and C, okay? I don't know what that, don't worry about if that doesn't resonate with you. This is the way it comes through. They're telling me one of the things you had to overcome was this constant feeling like you're a threat to others. Like I'm a threat. I'm always a threat to someone, or someone is reacting to me like I'm a threat, or I'm competition. Have you recently overcome that? Like just not giving an F about that anymore? Bravo. If there are others of you who are still struggling with that, just put that out of your mind. There's deeper things going on here, okay? It's not really about what you think it is. There's deeper things going on here. Like I said, you're triggering. You're meant to trigger. You're meant to, I feel like, force people to evolve, okay? But that could look like them getting triggered by you and feeling like you're a threat. You're not a threat whatsoever. This is hogwash. I am seeing a reference to the military. I don't know if you are in the military, but I don't know if your father was, or a family member, or just the family it was involved in the military. I don't know if you were constantly moving around. I'm getting that maybe for one person, okay? Some of you, they're showing me long hair, like down to your backside. I don't care if it's a wig, but there's a lot of power in your hair. This is like one of your most prized pieces, you know, how you wear your hair, what you do with your hair. I don't know. Okay. This one's going to be a bit of a sensitive one. I don't know if some of you resonate with having children. I don't know if one of your child has a disability, what looks like a disability, or it's like, I don't know if they're a psychic starseed or they're one of the golden children. I don't know, because I think there's many of you watching, so I just don't know what it's going to be, but there's something very unique about the child. And I don't know if the child sees things or has dreams. I don't think that any of you would dismiss them. I think you would encourage it, so that's beautiful, but please continue to encourage it. There's something very special about your child, and they're not really meant to fit in. So if they're not resonating with school, or if there's a lot of problems with school, continue to fight for your child. There's just something different about them. And there is a reason why they were born to you, because you would have helped them. They had to be born to you. They had to be born to someone who would either understand them or further them along instead to shut them down, okay? They can't be born into like matrix people or matrix families, because they have to come into a family which allows them to be themselves. And this is why they were born to you. Jeez. Okay, I just saw a big connection with Disney. I don't know what that means. I don't know if we've got people who like Disney World or Disney movies, or has a hatred for Disney. I don't know what this is. I just saw that. I saw the Mickey Mouse. Okay. Your guides want you to know that you're stunning to look at. You are stunning to look at. I don't care what you think you look like. You are stunning to look at. You are given high priestess energy. Your eyes, your energy. It's like your whole being is so deep. Like when I look at you, I get lost. So if you resonate with the fact that a lot of people have looked at you or feel like they can't look at you. Like there's something happening there, like they can't look you in the eyes, or maybe they stare too much. There's something about your appearance, honey. Your appearance is even otherworldly. Do you kind of resonate, some of you, with having a otherworldly look? Like you look different. You may even have some genetics about you that kind of can even look like not human-like. Something interesting there to think about. Oh, you're not going to want to hear this one. Listen, some of you have encountered, it's like you feel at this point you're like a magnet for narcissists. What if I told you here you're here to heal them? Or to at least ignite healing in them, or to trigger them. If you resonate with the fact that you just keep meeting narcissistic people, or it's like you feel like you're a magnet, there's something, again, deeper happening here. It's not as surface as you think it is. And there's nothing wrong with you. They are making that very apparent to me. Don't think there's something wrong with you because you keep meeting these people. You're like perfectly designed for them to like invoke something within them to kind of change or change the trajectory of their life. But you may even have like, consider yourself a person who could teach a whole subject on narcissists because you've just encountered so many. Like that would be really funny if somebody here talks online about them, like has a channel. That would be hilarious. Someone's watching from a foreign country. Okay. All right. See, very random. Not a Western country. So like, not like, you know, Canada, US, like this is foreign for me. Could be like Philippines, Thailand, India. I don't know. They are saying that you're going to learn a lot. One of the things you've chosen to do is to learn a lot through your relationships. But for some of you, it's the man that you marry. That man that you marry is going to be the catalyst for change for you. But I'm not going to lie. Some of you have married a narcissist. Okay. And it's a test. Like they've tested you. They've really, and I'm not saying that this is right. Okay. Don't come for me in the comment section, but this has been one of your biggest lessons is this man. I just saw Scorpio energy. Do a lot of you feel like you have to wear things to protect yourself? Like, I don't know if I'm seeing bracelets or necklaces like with these crystals. I don't know if you wear a lot of that. Listen, they're saying we've got you and you've also got you. It's your belief in these things that gives you the protection, but you don't necessarily need them. But it's your belief in that, what you wear, that protects you. It's not literally the item that you're wearing. You can do that if you like, but just know you're well protected. Now, for some of you, your mission is to help others. I don't know if you've been struggling at jobs or finding what fits or feeling like nothing fits. Your job is to help people. They're making that very clear. Like you are a volunteer. And, you know, listen, I don't know if you're doing it right now, you know, something that's very different than mainstream, but you will eventually find your place somehow in society, whether that through it's a charity or you write a book, something along those lines. But you are here to change the trajectory of the planet with like where we're headed. You're a part of that. Some of you have a strong connection to ETs. You see them. You've had contact. I don't know if it's the blue people. I don't know what it is, but you are starting to get more contact. This is all as it should be. Don't be scared. I don't even think you're scared. If you resonate with that, you're not scared of them. They haven't shown themselves to you in a scary way, but maybe a lot of you resonate with your whole life having ET contact. I mean, for me personally, that's just recently happened in the last couple of years. I never had that before, but some of you, it's like your whole life. Okay. Some of you, there's been a near-death experience. Okay. There's been, you know, maybe even a few, but a lot of you have a story to tell. You have a lot of stories to tell, group 3. Why are you not telling them? If you're telling them, good. But if you're not, why aren't you? those stories could really resonate with a lot of people. Like, you have a lot of life experience that could really help people to feel not alone. What are you doing? They're saying, what are you doing? Please get on that. Work towards that. Start sharing. You have a lot to share. Yeah, they're saying for some of you, you need to start a channel. What are you doing? Or just maybe if it's not a channel, start sharing in your own life. Have a lot of you been looking for soul tribe or for your people? How are you supposed to find them if you don't start speaking? How can they know it's you? Sometimes it just takes, you know, like, because they're showing me, even for some of you, you hesitate a lot because you're kind of scared of how you will be received. If that's coming out of fear, be careful. But if that's an intuitive feeling that you should not with that person, then sure, absolutely listen. But if it's coming from fear, you could be really missing the boat on connecting with soul tribe because you're not sharing that. But you will find your soul tribe. That is the last message I want to leave you with. You will find your soul tribe. Don't you worry. You will not feel alone for much longer. It's coming, and you know it's coming. A lot of you feel alone, though. But I want you to know within the next couple of years, you're going to meet some soul tribe members. And it's not going to just be one. It's going to be 2, 3, 4. Lots of them in droves are coming to you. They're headed your way. And once you have this sense of community, this is going to be the moment where I feel like the defining moment where you're going to finally feel free on this planet, or like comfortable, okay? Because you have not been comfortable here. This has been a rocky ride for you. You have went through the fire with this group, okay? But just know it's all coming together, and it's going to make sense very soon. All right, well, the window is closing. I wish you all the best. Let me know if anything made sense to you. Take care.